Alright everybody, as you can see, this is my Saiga 12 gauge shotgun. I have went ahead and added a 20 round drum magazine to it. However, this video is going to be covering my journey through the world of moving the trigger group forward and adding a different stock and pistol grip. Now first, I'd like to thank Matt from Risarms, who encouraged me to go ahead and do the trigger conversion myself and not pay for an overpriced gunsmith to do it. His link will be in the descriptions below. He has also done a Saiga conversion like I'm going to be doing for this one. Now, in no way, shape, or form is this going to be a tutorial or a how-to video on doing this conversion. I am basically just going to be telling you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. If you learn something from it, great, but I am no expert or claim to be an expert on this. And with all that said, let's go ahead and start the conversion of moving that trigger group forward on the Saiga 12 gauge shotgun. Alright, so first I'll just go ahead and break down the shotgun. And if you know how to break down an AK-47, it's very simple. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and remove the buttstock. It's held in by 3 different screws. 2 on top, and there is 1 on the bottom. If you look closely, they look like wood screws. Alright, with those out, we should be able to remove the buttstock. I am going to need a mallet though in order to do it, because these are put on with a very tight fit. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and release the hammer forward, and take the hammer springs here and wrap them around the hammer itself using some needle nose pliers. And then using a twist tie to just keep them in place until we are done. So this is the part that actually kind of scared me about doing this myself, was drilling out these 2 rivets right here that are connected to the pins for the existing trigger group. And you have to remove those by using a 3/16 drill bit. Now before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and attach some needle nose vice grips just to keep that in place while I'm drilling it. Alright, that should be good for that one. So now with those drilled, I should just have to tap these out with a punch. Hey, what do you know? Well, there's one. Let me go ahead and remove the vice grips. And there's two. Now with those out, the old trigger popped out. And I can just pull these pins the rest of the way. There we go. And I shouldn't be using these for anything else, so I will be throwing those away. Alright, so that's what it's looking like on the inside now. We got some extra little bits that we can now remove. And this was all the stuff that was required in order to pull the trigger from way back where it's not supposed to be at. So with the trigger linkage spring out, we're not going to need this, so I'm going to just put that to the side. So now I've got to take out the two pins that's holding the trigger and the hammer in place. And I will just use a punch to do that. I shouldn't even have to put too much pressure on this in order to get them out. There you go. Alright, so we can now remove the hammer and all the trigger bits. Okay, so here's a couple more parts I'm not going to need. I'm not going to need that. That's for the bolt hold open lever. Some people modify their bolt hold open lever. I am not. I went ahead and picked up the one that Carolina Shooter Supply sent, and by the way, their link is also in the descriptions below. Great company, good shipping. This is the trigger group I'm not going to be needing, and as you see, there's pretty much all empty in here. Now we got to go ahead and drill out the rivets for the trigger guard and take that off. But first, I got to remove the safety by just pulling up, wiggling, and pulling that out. Alright, so there's two rivets here, and there's another one that I have to drill just to break the head of the rivet off. Alright, so I broke off the rivet head, and I should be able to just punch that out later. Now I want to start on the other one. And this one's a lot thicker than the other one was. Alright, so those two are out. Time for the third and last one. Alright, so the third and last one that we're going to have to drill out, we go through the screw hole here on the top, and that's the rivet right there that we're going to want to drill out. Shouldn't be as hard as the last one, or at least let's hope not. Alright, I think I can just punch this out now. And there you go. Alright, so that was a lot harder than it looked in videos. Just going to let you guys know that right now. It took me quite a while. Go ahead and, if you're going to do this, get a really good 3/16 inch drill bit and then get another one as well. Because if you use the cheap ones, you're going to break it. Now I'm just going to clean out these holes. If the power was turned on, so I got past right here, but you need to go ahead and drill all the way throughout the other side too, and that's to help the little plugs that come with the kit to fill the holes later. So this is what it looks like after you take the trigger group off. As you can see, it's just bare metal. They'd put that on and then painted it. So in the next video, I'm going to prep this by degreasing the area and spray painting it with a high temperature engine paint, black matte finish. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you for the next installment on the conversion.